Hi, this is Mia and Vonnie. I was scared that the light reflection was gonna make me look extra dark. But so basically today we're going to be talking about circumcision and uncircumcision. So I didn't know a lot about circumcision when I had my first son. Like I didn't really care. All I knew is my guy family members were circumcised, so I'm like, well, since everyone in my family that's a guy is basically circumcised, I guess I'll go ahead and circumcise my son. But so my son, my firstborn, um he's about to be 3 years old this year, and he got circumcised. um I seen the circumcision process. I kind of got a little cringy, so I kind of walked off, went back to my hospital room, and when he came back, he was kind of sleep, so that kind of worried me, because I'm like, maybe he cried his little heart out so much that he just fell asleep. So I got kind of sad. So basically, I start doing research about it and stuff after that, and came to the conclusion that, you know what, circumcision is not the thing for me, because I read up on it, and it says that it wouldn't really hurt you and you won't remember it, because once you grow up, I mean, you're not going to remember the circumcision. But also, why is the baby crying? Why is the baby sad? So I'm like, they have to feel something. So basically, I got offended, because I'm like, well, no one really talked to me about everything. They just kind of just said, okay, we're taking your son and we're about to circumcise him. They didn't really go over anything like the pros and cons. I feel like when you're in the hospital, they should be like, okay, well, this is all the pros, this is all the cons. So which one do you want? I had really no idea until I Googled it and looked everything up myself. And I'm like, I feel like this is baby torture, baby slaughter. I feel like this is unnecessary, which it is, because I'm a Bible person, if you guys didn't know. I try to live by the Bible the best I can. Nobody is perfect. So I can't say I'm 100% a saint, but I try to get married. I try to obey my husband the best I can. But people slip up with stuff. So I'm like, the least I can do is do the simple stuff, like get married, don't get any more piercings, don't get tattoos, don't get any surgery, just, yeah. So I looked up on it. Yeah, uncircumcised is how you're born. And God specifically says, do not change yourself, because he made you the way you are for a reason. So that's one thing, because he made you that way. So why would you change yourself? Another thing is, from reading up, they say it feels better to have the extra skin on during intercourse. They say, what else do they say? They say it protects you. If you're really that worried about hygiene, just clean yourself good. I never understood how people would be like, well, that's nasty. Well, just clean more, or clean more often than a person that's circumcised. Is things you can do if you feel like it's dirty. And also, so in conclusion, once I had my second and third son, I did not get them circumcised, because I'm like, first of all, they can make that decision when they're ready, because they have a right to their own bodies. So what that they're your babies? They have their right, because one day, believe it or not, this little baby you're holding is going to be a grown man one day, and he's going to say, Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you so much, Mom, for letting me have this decision. I'm going to go ahead to circumcise myself now, or I'm going to go ahead and not circumcise. So basically, I have two sons, so we'll see which one of them gets circumcised in the future, or which, if they both just stay how they are. Um, my personal experience is I know a guy who is uncircumcised, and he said, I asked him, I was like, are you mad at your mom didn't snip snip and whatever. He was like, I'm actually happy that she didn't do anything. I like myself the way I am. I also know a guy who said that he regrets he had his extra skin as a kid, and when he got older he kind of took it off, and he said, well, now I regret it. Cause yeah, it feels different. Like I said, people said it feels better with the extra skin. And you could just nicely take the skin down when you're ready to have intercourse. So like, me personally, I really don't see the problem of having it. It's extra skin, it's helpful, and yeah, I want my son to have his rights. Just like, how rude is it? We'll talk about abortions on the next video. But yeah, how rude is it for you to just take somebody out of your uterus? Like, they have the right. You know how hard they went to go to your uterus just to be taken back out? But yeah, like I said, I'm going to talk about that on another video. That's another thing I want to talk about. But I think I talked about everything I need to talk about of how I feel as though that you should keep it. And I kept my two sons. My first son, he really didn't have a choice. Everything was rushed, but I mean, yeah, that's just how it is. They can grow up and say, you know what, I'm ready to switch it, or they can grow up and be like, thanks, Mom. So, like I said, when they get older, I'll see. So my husband is in the background, playing his game. So he's gonna say his little piece on it, and yeah, that should be it. So, hubby, what's your take on it? Kind of try to talk loud.
I don't see a problem with it as a guy, but I never had my foreskin in life, so how would I really know? Mm-hmm. But I'm saying from my own little thing that is just there, like it's just there. It's just in the way. You gotta peel it back whenever you gotta clean it. When you're a baby, you can't clean it. You just gotta clean around it because it hasn't unlatched from their tip yet, so you can't even pull it down to wipe around. Like, it's all that extra shit there that just don't need to be there. Sure, it's a few extra nerves in there, but other than that, what is it doing for you? It just looks nasty. It smells nasty. It sweats more. You gotta clean it more often.
Like, that's it. Why does it matter?
You gotta get an STD easier. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff. You can get an infection because, all that dirt and sweat is just built up in there.
And I beg to differ. I feel like it protects you more from diseases.
It doesn't matter what you feel like. It matters what the science says. And the science says it's easier to get an STD with it. So that's just what it is. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to keep it.
And plus all that stuff we had to go through with Kevin, like Vaseline every time we change his diaper, dab it on. Like,
it's no different. I'd rather do it myself when I'm a baby. Have somebody else do it for me when I'm a baby, and have my son come home on laughing gas, just give him this cream.
Like I said, what if he don't? I said, what if he don't?
But why wouldn't he?
Like I said, I know a guy who regrets it, and I know a guy who wouldn't do it. So yeah, what if they grow up and be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll keep it. So that's what I'm waiting for. I have two sons that's uncircumcised, and I have one that's circumcised. So they'll be able to look at him or talk to him about. It's a variety. So we can see if they want to switch it or not. It's so many guys that's their what is it called, religion, or their
Yeah, like that one
like
guy, he just not
religion
gonna do
that.
it because of his cultural look on it, not because I'm pretty sure that he might have wanted to. If he was born into a different background, he might not
No,
even see it
I
as a
don't
problem.
think that's his. He don't seem like a cultural person
No
or
matter what he's
religious
seen,
person.
you don't know what he's like behind closed doors. You don't know what he takes seriously.
Yeah, so
But
I don't know.
like I said, I'd rather somebody do that when I'm a baby and then just grow up and be like, what's this pink ring on my dick? Than have to go through the trauma of sitting down, getting numbed and put to sleep just for them to, and I know that they're about to do it. And then after that, I gotta apply the shit myself. And I can't.
But
And
imagine how
I'm
you feel
grown
as a baby.
Who cares how I feel as a baby?
do
I'm a
baby
baby.
rights too.
I'm a baby.
It should be a baby's rights,
I'm a
because
baby.
just because you a baby
I'll
don't mean you
cry for a
can't
few
feel
seconds.
nothing.
Like I said, I'll
Don't
cry for a few seconds.
their process, like, I think it's like 10 to 15 minutes. You gotta be sad for 15 minutes. You gotta not be able to say this hurts me or anything. They strap you down. Like,
It don't matter.
it's sick
You'll cry
how
for
people
a few
treat
seconds,
their
you'll cry for a
babies.
few minutes.
Like, I cannot stress this enough.
You get ointment put on you and
How
then you're
pissed
fine.
off I am of how many people just, I don't care about my son feeling bad. I'm just gonna, like, that hurts me. And for a woman's point of view, how would you feel if we had to go through that?
Well,
like,
you're not a woman. But you're a woman.
I'm not
a
a
guy,
woman.
so you can't speak on that.
No, we were just talking about, like, what if the woman with the extra, lips and stuff, what if they had to get surgery for it? Like, I'm pretty sure they would be like, nah, I'll pass on that. I'm pretty sure they don't just run and be like, yeah,
Some
I'm ready.
cultures do that in Africa.
Do what?
Circumcise your lips, your labia.
It's just a hard topic for me,
But like I said, nobody wants to be a guy and fucking feel pleasure in his dick, get that tingle every time he brush up against something, or want to jerk off, and then he can't because his dick just got ripped up as a grown man or as a teenager. Nobody want to do that. Do it when I'm a baby, when I have nothing to do but piss and shit, when I can't do nothing but lay there and sleep for 90% of the day anyway. And then when I grow up, I just be like, what is this? And then you tell me, and I just be like, oh, okay. Nobody want to go through that when they 14, 17, 32, and just be like, damn, now I can't do nothing with it. I'm afraid to pee. I'm afraid to apply this ointment. I can't jerk off. Like, I can't have sex no more. I'm just got this here.
Get a girl like me. That was risky, and she did it.
That's it. And unhealthy and unsanitary.
Like I said.
I would be surprised if he had an infection or STD just from that.
Nope, it didn't happen like that.
Yeah, it's called luck.
Or just use a condom if you want it that bad.
And you shouldn't. See why you shouldn't get it when you're grown, because you make dumbass decisions because you're horny. If you're a baby, you can't do nothing. You gotta wait until it heals, and that's it.
Sorry, I'm back. So, that's my take on it. Please comment below your take on it. What you have anything else to say?
As a guy, I'd rather be uncircumcised.
And you can't speak on that because you haven't went through both. Like, that's like me saying I'd rather have big boobs.
Let me finish. As a guy, because I messed up. As a guy, I'd rather be circumcised. I do not want to wait until I'm anywhere near adulthood and have to do all that stuff myself. I'd rather do it when I'm a baby and ignorant and don't know what's going on.
That's the sad part about it. That you're ignorant and you don't know what's hurting you and why it's hurting you. It's so sad how people treat children like projects. Like, this is a human. Y'all treat them so bad. I got pregnant. Let me just throw this baby away. Oh, I don't want this baby. Oh, let me just surgery. Like, no. I really wish babies had their own rights. They can't speak up for themselves, so the least you can do as a parent.
That's why science speaks up for them. They don't even have all the nerves that they're supposed to have yet for that to, like, it's just discomfort.
Silas telling that he cussing them out too.
It's
He's saying
uncomfortable. They're not in excruciating pain. They just don't like the way it feels. When you're an adult and all your stuff is rightfully processed and all.
I don't care about adults.
Obviously,
well, that came out wrong. I do care about adults, but I rather care about babies than adults because, like I said, you should love your babies, and you should.
I do love them. I'm
You
making
should.
them
You should.
cleaner. I'm getting them out of the way of all that social embarrassment when they join
And
their
that's
sports
another
team
thing.
and they want to
That's
take a shower, or when they finally are about to lose their virginity and then they have to deal
like
with
I
that
said,
embarrassment
let me
and they're
tell you
nervous
this.
and-
Let me tell this the last time I say before I get off this video. Okay, this is the last thing I am going to say. Forget those girls that's want to judge. That's how you know you don't got the right girl. If you got the right girl in your life, she's not gonna care if your penis was a triangle or square. Okay, you just gotta get
That
the
don't
right.
mean anything about
You gotta
that. That
get
don't mean
the
that she
right
the wrong
girl.
That's-
It is
no,
because
it
she don't
doesn't.
love you for you. Like I said, I love guys circumcised and uncircumcised. I'm not about to judge you because of that.
No, that's
like
that's
I don't like people that judge people. Like, oh, just because your penis is small or big or a triangle or a rectangle, like that doesn't matter. Love him for him.
Why doesn't it? If you could get something better, then why wouldn't you?
No.
Like, why
Okay,
wouldn't
love
you?
him for him. That saves you.
If you know
That
it's
saves
out there,
you.
then why would you settle for less?
That saves you a girl that's not even worth it.
And
Okay,
on top of that,
that saves you friends that's not worth it. If your friends don't like it, if your girl don't like it, that just saved you fake friends.
Because there's no
Okay.
reason for them to like it. Not only have they never seen anything like that, but they're the same age as my babies now. They're gonna grow up just seeing in their textbooks regular uncircumcised penises. They're going to grow up and eventually watch porn, and they're going to see uncircumcised penises. They're going to see whatever boy that they like, and they're going to see an uncircumcised penis. And then by the time they finally progress through life and make their way to my children, they're going to see a uncircumcised penis, and they're gonna be like, "What is?"
And it's different types of penis looks. It's different types of uncircumcision. It's different types of circumcised looking
how that would bother
penises.
them, right? They spent their whole
Like,
life looking at
it's
circumcised
so
penises, and then they get to him, and it's They don't know what to do with that. It's scary. It's unnatural. They don't know.
It's unnatural. It's unnatural. It's so sad how society works. How you were born like that, and now they saying that it's unnatural, but you were born. That's like saying soy milk is better than breast milk. How? Like, get your lives together.
I didn't say.
Get your lives together.
I didn't say by definition it's unnatural. Obviously, it is natural. I'm saying to them, somebody who's never experienced or seen
Get
it,
y'all lives
somebody
together.
who's only seen
I'ma
one
keep
way,
saying it.
They're not
Get
gonna
y'all
think,
lives together.
They're not gonna think that that's natural. They're gonna be afraid. They're gonna be like, I don't want
Get
this
y'all
near me.
priorities straight. Get y'all priorities straight.
You're not making
Okay?
sense.
I'm usually a fun YouTuber, this, that, and the third. But like I said, care more about your babies.
They do. That's why they're circumcising them.
Care more. They're not giving them a right. Like that. I got so much stuff to talk about. I'm going to talk about the piercings of the babies. I'm going to talk about everything. Stay tuned. Peace.